Hey, what is up you guys? It's Madison and welcome back to my channel. I am back in my room ready to film a video that actually I am only filming because a lot of people were asking about it and it's like very random, but it's the 4th of July today, so that's why I'm wearing my little pink 4th of July shirt and I'm all glam-ish to go do some stuff today, so I figured I'd sit down and film this video that nobody really requested. So the last video I posted on my channel, I'll link it down below, it was my Get Ready With Me Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette with my roommate, and we were talking about my toe and that I had to get my nail removed and stuff, and it's like super disgusting. And we were like talking about it and a couple people were asking me about it, so I figured I'd just make a video because it's hilarious, and it's actually not hilarious, it's actually really gross. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a video about it so you guys would know that I had to go to urgent care to get my nail removed because I'll just go in. Last Thursday, so it hasn't even been a week yet because it's Tuesday now, so just a few days ago I went to pediatric urgent care, one that's like very close to my parents' house. We went over there because that's the closest one, which I can't go to after 6 months because after you're 21 they like won't let you go there anymore. And so I went over there with my sister because we didn't think it was going to be a big deal, so my mom didn't go with me, but I went with my little sister because what had happened was I had my cuticle, and if you guys want to see my stupid, I'm not even wearing pants, so I don't know if you guys can see that. I should have wore pants for this video if I was going to show my foot. So basically what had happened was an abscess started forming at my cuticle of my toe, and this is so gross. This makes me sound disgusting. I'm a clean person. I'm not gross. I actually like never go barefoot. Like don't wear sandals that much. I wash, take a shower every day. I don't know. But so yeah, like an abscess started forming on my cuticle. It started getting like red and swollen, and this started happening like around the time I was in California, and I didn't really like do anything about it because I thought it was okay. Like I was like cleaning it and I put a band-aid on it. I went in the ocean, which probably wasn't the best idea, but yeah, I like kept it covered, like kept it clean. I just like didn't know what was wrong with it, so I was just like whatever, maybe I don't know what happened, so I kind of like let it be. But then it started getting worse after I got back, and like really gross, and it looks like maybe it was infected. So, and then I was playing tug of war with my dog, and I was like, maybe I should go get this looked at, maybe I should go to the doctor. And then my dog stepped on my foot and it started bleeding, and like I don't even want to say it, it was like draining, and it was disgusting. I sound so gross. I'm not gross, guys, I swear. Like kind of, but not really. And yeah, my dog is like so like fat. He was like playing with me and he just like went in, and then yeah, and I was wearing shoes, guys. It was not like I wasn't wearing shoes. I was wearing shoes, and I'm like, okay, Wyatt, thanks. So then after that I was like, okay, this looks really disgusting, like this looks bad, like I should probably go tonight then. So me and my sister went to urgent care, pediatric urgent care, and I'm sitting in there, I checked in, whatever, and then they called me back, which it wasn't even a long way, it was super nice. And like the nurses were super nice and stuff, and they were looking at it, they're like, oh yeah, that kind of looks bad. And like another thing about that too, since like it started getting swollen, the nail wasn't like growing outward. Like all my other nails were growing like normal, and my nails grow so fast, guys. Like my hair grows fast, my nails also grow super fast. Like I don't know why, if it's like genetics, whatever. And yeah, my nails started growing very fast, and you know how it grows, obviously it grows outward, but then that one wasn't, so that was really weird too. And I told them about that, and then they called a different doctor in because I was talking to the nurse for a while, telling her what's up. She looked at it. The doctor came in after that, and she was looking at it for a while, asking me some questions, talking to me, and then she was just like, yeah, so we're probably gonna have to remove the nail. I was like, literally, guys, if you... And maybe I'm being a baby about this, and I apologize to her for being so emotional and upset and scared, but I've never had any serious procedures. I don't have like any like diseases or any serious illnesses growing up. I've never broken a bone. The only thing I've had to go to the emergency room is when I sliced my finger. If you can see that little scar, that actually happened in like a few months ago, like right at the beginning of the school year. I was cutting avocado and sliced my finger, had to go to the ER, they glued it. I like barely didn't have to get stitches. So yeah, like when I say I haven't had any serious procedures, I totally mean that. And I'll get to you guys what caused this. You might see by the title, depending on what I title it, I might do something very dramatic and like somewhat clickbait, but I'll get to it later. I'm trying to explain like the backstory first. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to remove the nail, and I like literally got so upset. She's like, and I was like nervous, obviously it's gonna hurt, like anyone getting your fucking nail removed, like that's gonna hurt. But then she was just kind of like, and I was just kind of upset, like on the verge of tears. You can tell I was freaking out, you can tell I was nervous, very upset. My sister's sitting in the corner taking Snapchats of me. She thinks it's hilarious. Stop.
They're taking off the nail.
It's ugly now. And the doctor's just like, hey, so what's wrong? Like, are you afraid that it's gonna hurt really bad? Because we could numb it for you. Are you like, what? She's like, are you afraid of it hurting? Like, are you concerned about that? I was like, no, I just don't want to look ugly. Which is so dumb. Like, yes, I should be way more concerned about the pain than just like looking gross or looking ugly or like having a nail missing, which isn't a big deal. But I literally, like, I have enough flaws already. I don't need to add that to the list. We're right in the middle of the summer. But hey, yes, please remove a fucking nail on my foot. Like, and it's not her fault. It's my fault. I should have maybe looked at it sooner. Maybe it wouldn't have had to go that far. I don't know. Because they had to remove the nail to get to this abscess that's under my cuticle that started like, ugh. Yeah, I got infected and it started moving forward, so I'm disgusting, I'm sorry. But yeah, and so I was just like, I just don't want to look ugly. Like, that's the big reason I'm upset, which is so stupid and like, whatever. But then later, so yeah, she's like, you're gonna have to do it, and I was just like so dumb that was my biggest concern of just like looking bad, not even the fact that, oh, I could lose my toe if I let this infection keep going. And so then they take me to the other room, the procedure room. I have to lay down. I'm freaking out, and like I think they're like so annoyed at me because I'm 20 years old having a fucking moment, and they're used to working with kids, so I'm sure they're used to people being scared when they're doing procedures on them. But like, I'm 20 years old, I'm barely allowed to go to this pediatric urgent care, so they're probably just like, are you good? Like, are you good? And I wasn't good. So I was laying there. They had the worst part, and they literally told me that this was gonna be the worst part, was they had to put a huge shot in the top of my toe. So like, no, I'm not gonna show my foot. So like right here, like, so say this is like the nail in my toe, they had to put it right here in my toe. So this huge shot, they're like putting it in. I had to lay down because my sister said as soon as the needle went in, my face just went completely white. Like, and it hurt really bad because it's just like a weird place to put a shot. And then she was like squeezing down, and then she'd move it underneath my skin and just like rotate it and keep squeezing out, which hurt really bad as she was like moving it around. Got it all out, and that was to numb my foot, and then, and my toe. And then she's just like, okay, like, we did the first numbing shot. Some people will have a nerve that goes underneath their toe, but like, it's not super common, so we'll start working on you, and if you feel pain, tell us, and we'll put another shot in. So, I didn't even watch this. I was laying back, and I like literally wouldn't even let my sister watch it because I was afraid she'd be like making a reaction, and then I'd freak out. But I could hear it, and so they start like taking my nail off. Like, I don't even know what they were doing, but they were like removing it like piece by piece. I'm like laying on my back, just freaking out. And then the nurse starts talking to me, and so she's trying to distract me, which was dope. And I was talking about like YouTube and stuff. And then she gets down like farther down, and I'm like, ow. And I think I feel pain. Like, I do think I feel pain. And she's just like, what do you mean you think? I was like, well, it feels more than pressure. Because when your foot's numb, you can feel them like kind of like pressure, but you can't feel like it hurting you. And so I was like, that actually felt like pain. She's like, I feel like you would know if it was pain. It's like, I do know, I'm telling you, it kind of hurt. And so then she's like, fine, we'll do another shot. So then they did another shot at the bottom. Okay, so my camera stopped recording mid filming this, you know, gotta love that. But anyways, I know I was talking about the shot going in the bottom of my foot. So all of that happened. That actually ended up completely numbing my toe, because when she actually removed the nail and did all the rest of it, I didn't feel any pain or anything like that. I felt pressure, I heard it, it was disgusting, it was freaky, I did not like it, but it was fine. I got it all wrapped up and taken care of, and then we left, and then we went to go get my prescription. Then we had to schedule a doctor's appointment to go get it looked at that following Monday, because it happened Thursday night, because it had to happen very soon after I went to urgent care, just to make sure everything was good, and the doctor can check up on that just in case, because they don't want the infection to come back, and they don't want anything to go wrong. So we went to the doctor yesterday, and my mom went with me for that. And she looked at it, she said everything was good, I was taking care of it, taking my antibiotics, everything looked great. She cleared me to go in the pool on 4th of July, which I'm definitely, literally guys, I was so upset about my stupid toe that I was like looking at fin socks and water shoes online because I didn't want to go in the pool and my toe looked so gross and ugly. But I think I'm just going to wear a waterproof band-aid on it tomorrow just so it's not like super obvious, because I think if I was wearing fin socks I would draw a lot of like attention to it. But my doctor said I can go without anything, which I'm not going to do that because it doesn't look good. But anyways, what this video is sort of about, I got this from getting a pedicure, like getting my nails done. This is how it happened, the whole abscess thing, and my doctor explained that to me because I told her, I looked it up online and I had a feeling maybe, because I didn't want this to ever happen again, so I looked it up online of how this happens to people, and a common cause of this is getting your nails done and getting pedicures. It can happen on your fingers, but I think it's less likely. It's more likely on your toes. So anyways, when you get a pedicure done, if you're familiar, when they cut it, sometimes they don't cut your nail just across, they cut it on the sides too to shape it. And then they also use a tool to like scrape underneath and like dig stuff out on the sides and underneath, which is gross, but like, hey, that's what they do. And so my doctor was saying when they use that scraping tool, or like when they're cutting down your cuticles, it will make that area, like it'll make you bleed or it'll rip or something will happen. And so sometimes, like, yeah, you do bleed and stuff, and I never thought it was a big deal because they like cut my cuticles on my hands all the time. And sometimes I bleed and I don't make a big deal out of it, but like sometimes when they do that on your foot and on your toe, this skin tries to heal itself when they like hurt your cuticle, if they cut too far, or they dig too hard, or if they cut your nail wrong, your skin tries to heal, and so it starts to heal over where the nail grows, to protect it, and then the abscess starts to form once you're, so my nail on my foot, so like when they removed it and I looked at my foot without the nail, you could see these like really like deep indents on the side of where my nail was, and that was because my nail was growing down, like instead of, and that's why it wasn't growing outward, and I was curious of why it wasn't, but it was growing, and it was growing down into my skin, so like the top wasn't ingrown, but the sides were growing down, and so I didn't know that, and so that's why it was like so painful, and then the abscess started forming, and then like, which led to an infection eventually, and yeah, so I guess like it happens. My doctor was saying that they see it a lot more than they want to. It's very common, and she's like pretty certain that's why. And I did get my nails done like right as this started happening, like the whole like swollenness and the redness and then the abscess as it formed, and that's because, yeah, my nail was growing down and then my skin was growing over it on the side. So what she tells me to do now, because I told her I never ever want to get a pedicure ever again because I'm freaked out, I don't want to do this ever again, like ew. And which I love with pedicures, like I like when they like massage your foot and like take care of your heels and stuff, and like I don't paint my own nails ever, so I just like it. And she was saying like I can still do it, which I'm probably not going to for a very, very, very long time. But what you should do, and that's why I kind of like made this video so I could tell you guys about this, because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. And obviously I can't prevent that, but because it's just so common. So what she was saying is like you can go like with your like actual hands on your nails, like go over, so after you're done, go on the sides of your nails, like, so if this is your toe, just go underneath the nail on the side just to make sure no skin's trying to like grow over that right after your nail's done, and then just do that, I guess. Or if you just don't even want to like chance it, you can just have them cut the top of your nail, or you can cut them before you go. And that's probably what I would do if I ever get my nails done again, which I'm still freaking out about it, which I got my hands done like yesterday, but it's just shellac, so that's why they're all short and baby. It wasn't necessarily that their tools were dirty, or like the bin that you put your feet in, like when you're sitting in that chair, that was dirty, or it was just like the fact that they were just being a little bit too harsh and aggressive, which could literally happen anywhere. I didn't go to some like disgusting like run down like nail spa. I mean, I didn't go to like a super, it was just a normal one, like a normal, like I like it, it's clean, they're nice, like they do a good job like every other time. I just kind of wanted you guys to be aware about it. I know some of you guys were asking about what happened to my toe because you heard me say a couple things in my last video about it. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm healing, I'm fine, I'm gross, it's not cute, but hey, it's fine. It'll grow back. But yeah, I just thought I would tell you guys that. It was just super painful and just a big thing that like I just don't want anybody else to go through. And if it's as simple as just doing a couple things when you get your nails done, then maybe do that. I'm not gonna go for a very long time probably, so yeah. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. If you have any suggestions for any upcoming videos, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this one because it was just so like random and weird. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.